Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So Alliance War Potion and Loyalty Store changes for Alliance War Season 33. We finally get update on that, and honestly I think the update pissed me off even more than the initial announcement. But let's break it down. So there's a lot of fluff text about apologies and everything else, why they did what they did it, no, we all know why they did it. But anyways, their argumentation is, again, to separate the stores, which we kind of get, but, you don't need to screw over entire player base if you want to separate Alliance War, Alliance Quest and Glory, and Alliance Wars and Loyalty. But we want to preface these changes by saying that we recognize the current loyalty store prices do not work with the current amount of loyalty that is available summoners through Alliance War at this time. However, right now the vast majority of the healing in Alliance War is done using potions that are received through weekly compensation messages, and that is true, with many players selling leftover potions. Yeah. Nonetheless, in preparation of compensation ending, once the input issues are addressed, we will be raising purchase limit for all the Alliance War potions in the loyalty store from 2 to 5, and lowering the purchase limit refresh timer from 7 days to 1 day. So they completely have gone 180 on that, and that would be good. However, they are also implementing the scaling costs, which does suck, because they do scale quite significantly. Like, if they do scale more than double price-wise, if you do need to pick up several potions kind of urgently. But let's get to it. These changes will go live next week with the start of Alliance War Season 33. Here we can see that they have not altered the price of the potions, however. But we're going to get to that. What's making it worse is that second, third, fourth, or fifth potion that you're going to be purchasing is obviously going to cost significantly more. So we're primarily looking at these Alliance War Health Potions level 4, because those are the best ones and the main ones to get. Majority of the people will be using those potions. So in this case, we can see that they cost 20,000, 22.3, 29.2, 40.7, and 50. That's a huge increase. But okay, fair enough. Let's say every day, since they are available, you get 2, whatever, or 1 or 2, and you can manage it that way, hopefully. We are aware that even after those changes, what do you mean? You just made them more expensive than they used to be? Because before you could get 2 for 40k, now you wouldn't. If you get 2, it's going to be 42 point something k. We are aware that even after those changes, we need to greatly increase the amount of loyalty that is available to summoners regularly, and plan to significantly increase the flow of loyalty to players before we end the weekly compensation messages. We will start with increasing the amount of loyalty earned from Alliance Wars wins and losses. We are still tuning the exact numbers, but wanted to share some early figures with you. And those early figures still, with this potion system, are absolutely insulting, because we're going to put it in perspective. These figures represent expect loyalty payouts for 3 BG wars. They're going to increase it for 1 and 2 as well. But either way, currently in Tier 1, we're going to take a look at Tier 1 and 2 wars, but primarily Tier 1 wars. So if you're fighting Tier 1 wars, you get 12,000 loyalty per win and about 4,900 loyalty per loss. They're proposing it to be 54,000. It sounds good. It sounds like a good increase. Until you realize that 54,000 gets you 2 potions per war. That is the allocation that you're allowed to have. 2 potions per war. Some might say, but how about extra loyalty sources? But extra loyalty sources is 7,000 loyalty a week. So, if we break it down, war per war basis. So if you win your war, you basically get 2.5 potions. Is that the average that we use? I'm not sure. I don't think so. That's assuming that you don't use loyalty for anything else. It's assuming that you do not use loyalty for 3-minute boosts. It's assuming you do not use loyalty for class-specific power boosts. So assuming you don't need loyalty for anything else, which you really do, you get 2.5 potions if you win the war. However, majority of the time, even, top 5, top 10 alliances in the world get there with about a record of, I don't know, there's 12 wars, let's say 9 to 3, 9 to 4. That is kind of like the stable Tier 1, kind of like upper half bracket, right? Which means you will lose in a season. Typically, you do lose in Tier 1. And then you get 1 potion per war. Which, don't get me wrong, is better than getting half a potion if you win, but still by no means addresses this issue. Now, this kind of increase would have to be across, I don't know, from pressing the daily help button. Also, like in here, they are proposing to effectively quadruple the loyalty increase. Then we should quadruple also the daily help loyalty, and probably, add in loyalty and some more solo events and things like that. And maybe then it will work out. Because with this proposition that they are suggesting here, it is genuinely not realistic to survive. Even if you do have pretty much perfect war, you still end up using that potion or two just to kind of like offset the chip damage. And that's assuming you don't mess up, right? So again, this solution is like, okay, we understand we miscalculated, added extra loyalty source, everything else, and then they just go ahead and increase effectively the potion. Okay, fair enough. The scaling cost, something that we can manage because they reduce the cooldown to 1 day. So, pick up a potion a day. Fine. That's fine. They kind of sorted out that issue where you could pick up 2 potions in a week. And if you really need more potions, you're going to have to pay way more for it. But it's, still possible. It's still there. However, that pricing, the idea that if you win a war, you can get 2 potions. If you lose a war, you can get 1 potion. And that, again, is assuming that you do not need loyalty for Alliance War Boosts. It's assuming you do not use loyalty for absolutely anything else in the game, like, I don't know, Alliance tickets or what have you. And that's assuming you do not need loyalty for class boosts and, anything else that you use loyalty for. Yeah, no. I don't think this is it. I personally don't think this is it. This is better. It's definitely better overall than it was before. Because, yeah, okay, so they're increasing the amount of loyalty that we're getting. But here's the realistic comparison. Previously, when we compared how much it costs to pick up a potion with glory and how much to pick up a potion with loyalty, and we converted it to the values that we actually are able to earn, it worked out that they made potions 10 times more expensive. Right? So with this change, with them increasing the amount of loyalty that we earn in a war by, 4 times, 4.5 times, they still have effectively made the potions 5 times more expensive. Because this does not cover it all. This does not cover it all by any means. So this is what Kabam is doing right now. They, basically, imagine if you're being robbed. I can steal all of your money. And you start panicking. Oh my god, I'm going to have none left. This is impossible. How am I going to live? And then Kabam is cheekily saying, wait a minute. How about if I only steal half of your money? And you're supposed to be thankful, right? Because end of the day, you're still getting robbed. And that's what Kabam's doing here. They made potions 10 times more expensive. They took 10 days of scheduling and math time. And now they're coming back to us 10 days later saying, you know what? Forget that. 10 times was unreasonable. How about we make those potions only 5 times more expensive? And now it's your time to say thank you. You know what? Instead of thank you, we can say F you. Because again, this accounts for 2 potions of war if you win at tier 1. 1 potion of war if you lose. And that's basically with you not having any loyalty left over to spend for class boosts or 3-min boosts. It's not gonna wash. Especially if you take a look at a lower bracket here. That's tier 1, but when you play in tier 3, for instance, you're still gonna use the same potions. Because it's not like in tier 3 you play with, I don't know, 4-star champions, right? You still need those 6-star rank 3s be healed up. And for anybody who is, you know, in a lower tier, you're kind of getting screwed even more if you are trying to, I don't know, climb your way up and play Alliance War seriously. Because even if you win, you don't even get the 2 potions. Even if you win, you get potion and a half or something for that war. So yeah, no matter how I look at it, math just does not make sense. With this plan, if you do plan on playing Alliance Wars, you would still have to heavily subsidize your Alliance War potions with units and cash or cash. And again, this is effectively the situation which I'm probably going to kind of somehow try and illustrate in the thumbnail, where, you know, we made them 10 times more expensive. Okay, that's too much. Let's back off. Let's have them be 5 times more expensive in realistic terms. Still not going to work. Still not going to work. We're still getting shafted. And it's... I don't know what I expected, to be honest. I don't know what I expected. But yeah, with systems such as this, it's still going to be obvious that if you do want to play high-tier Alliance Wars, you will have to subsidize your Alliance War potions with units or cash as soon as the compensation goes away. That is the bottom story. Let me know what you guys think. I don't like it at all. The only good thing is that, you know, there will be the potions to buy. You know, at least you will be able to get them. But there's going to be no way in hell that people can afford this, like, long term. If you have a stash of loyalty, good on you, but eventually it's going to run out. Either way, catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about